Greetings, humans. This morning we are looking at Star Wars Battlefront 2 progression. How you level up your characters and what you get along the way, etc. etc. So, started off first. Let's look at the career. As you can see, right now I'm currently rank 19. That rank doesn't do a huge amount for you. It does allow you to upgrade certain perks when you reach a particular threshold, but to be honest, it hasn't been an issue for me at all anywhere along the way. What's more important is with your actual characters and classes and how you upgrade those. If you look at the assault character there, just to the left of the model on the far right side of the screen, you'll see assault 15. So my assault class is level 15, heavy is level 15, officer is 18, and the specialist is only 13. Now the reason for that and the level of those characters is because of the star cards they have. As you can see here, my assault character has one purple, one blue and one green equipped, and you will see that I have a number of other cards available to me. There's Brawler, which I tend not to use because I don't use melee a lot. We've got Resourceful, shorter recharge times, etc. Now, what's important about these is if you look at Brawler, there's one white pip at the top of that card, okay? Just to the side of the plus on the right side there's a white pip. On the green card here, Resourceful, you can see there are two green pips. Each one of those pips adds up for every card you have, including ones that are not equipped, to give you the level of that class or character or trooper. So with this we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And that is why the assault is level 15. Now, to upgrade cards, what you will see is, we look at Bodyguard here. Card already equipped, okay? Bodyguard, it tells you what you get, it tells you the level. We've got the blue level, so it's 20% protection from explosive damage and our toxin filter activation time. That's great. We look at equip, it's already equipped, and then the upgrade is 480 crafting parts. Now that is a bit crazy, and that's an issue that EA or whoever is going to have to address, because 480 crafting parts is just insane. I've got 70, obviously I've upgraded a lot of stuff along the way, but it is insane. Now, the other thing that's interesting is to upgrade that requires an assault card of level 25. I am currently 15. Now remember, I've opened quite a few of these. It also requires a rank of 20. I am currently level 19. Now, the actual rank of 20 doesn't matter, okay? Simply because it's just going to take time to rank up anyway. You'll get cards along the way and you'll be able to pick them up. That's great. But having assault card level 25 means that I have to open or upgrade other cards out there before I can upgrade this card, even if I have the crafting parts. Now that's just ridiculous, because to open these other cards, as you can see here, assault training, I can gain a small amount of health for each enemy defeated. Great. To craft that costs 40 crafting parts. I could craft that now. The first upgrade is 120, I believe. Hold on. Yeah, upgrade from green to blue. Sorry, it's 80, yeah. From white to green, and then from green to blue is 120. So that's 40, 80, and 120. That's 240 crafting parts just to get that up to this blue level. And then on top of that, you've got to put another 480 in there. This makes the upgrade system difficult at best. But it's just kind of crazy, to be honest with you. Now, I got this Bodyguard one as a drop from a crate. Crates are a whole different ball game. And I got this purple one, the improved thermal detonator, from a pre-order crate that I got. As far as I'm aware, you cannot get purple level star cards in any of the crates, but you could get them from the pre-order ones. Okay, now again, this is an issue. I believe that EA will change this somewhere along the line, because there's a lot of people pissed off about it, to be honest. And it just means that even getting your one class, the assault class here, getting him up to have purple cards all around is going to cost, thousands of crafting parts. And that's just ridiculous. That's without even opening the other things. The other thing is that You know, to get him from level 15 to level 25, I would have to open another 10 of the white first grade cards, which is 400 crafting parts, or upgrade existing ones. So for example, I could upgrade this one here, the improved scan dart, for another 120 parts. It just makes it insane. And to be honest with you, it's just not workable. I don't see this as working out for them along the way. I used the assault quite a bit, and I was lucky with the drops that I got from the pre-order crates. I also used the officer quite a bit, and I've got some decent things with the officers. You can see the squad command is good. I've got him with the shield set up there because I was playing yesterday using the shield. We were taking positions. But I also have the blaster turret, which is improved, and it's at blue level. So my officer is still pretty good. But again, as you can see, to upgrade that to the next level requires officer card level 25. I am 18 right now. It requires rank 20. Okay, the rank will come in time, and that's fine, but I just think it's insane. I've also got this disruptor. I haven't used this at all, so I really can't tell you much about it. Now, so how do you upgrade these? Well, you upgrade them with crafting parts, okay? As you can see, that takes 40 crafting parts to craft that card. I may get the card as a drop from a crate. I have 70 crafting parts on the top right of the screen, you'll see there, and I have 1,352 credits. So to buy a crate, I think the cheapest crate you can buy is 2,200. We'll look at that now. And I also have 40 crystals. Now, crystals were the original way you could spend real money on this. So you could buy crystals, and you could then use crystals to open up a crate. Okay? So I'm going to show you now what happens here when we go into the crates, because you get a daily login crate, okay? So that's free. Now, as you can see, this trooper crate is 4,000 credits or 200 crystals. EA stopped people buying crystals. They've said it's a short-term thing, so it may come back, or it will come back. And you can see the Starfighter crate is 120 and the Hero crate is 110 crystals. They're not back at the moment, so I don't even know what sort of value for money that gives you. But to put this in perspective, getting a trooper crate, if you have a good game and it lasts a while, you can get maybe 300 to 400 credits. So we're talking about over 10 games of Galactic Assault. Which is going to take a while to be able to buy one crate. Anyway, we'll show you what happens when you open up this crate. The daily login, you usually get rubbish stuff out of this, and we'll see what we get. Yep. Okay, we've got 3 level 1 cards. Now, there we go. Armor. It's a duplicate, so I get 200 credits back for that. The fact of the matter is, if I got this as a drop before, that's fine. But if I actually crafted it, it cost me 40 points to craft it. I'm getting back 200 credits. You imagine if you bought a crate for 4,000, you get a couple of duplicates in there, they give you back 400 credits, you don't get any new cards, it's just a pain in the ass. Also got 15 crafting parts. As I showed you earlier, it takes 40 crafting parts to craft a level 1 star card. 15 parts is kind of rubbish, and 75 credits, it's just pants. Now, okay, they'll all add up, but I mean, over 10 days you're going to get 750 credits. It's not even enough to buy a crate, another crate. And with these crafting parts, yeah, you'll get 150 crafting parts over a 10-day period if you get your daily login each day. But that's going to be a level 1 card at 40 points. And if you upgrade it to green, which is a level 2 card, that's another 80. That's 120 crafting parts, which leaves you with 30. You can't do anything with that in the short term. So it really is a poor progression system. Now, the other thing that is interesting on this is I've already opened these, so it's difficult to show you. But if we go into our specialist here, you start with the first slot being open, so you can equip 1 star card. The second one, you need to be level 5. This character needs to have level 5. So you need to have other things open, even to equip a second card. And to equip the third one, I believe they need to be level 10. Now, that becomes important simply because if you find you're using a particular guy, so you say, okay, I'm using my assault guy all the time, you're getting the benefits of 1 star card. You want to try and open up other things for him as soon as you can, just so you have the ability to have those 3 star cards, which makes you quite powerful. Now, the flip side of this is that obviously if somebody buys Battlefront 2 today and starts playing today and they're against me, my guy is going to be stronger. That's just the way it is. Yeah, My health regen delay is shorter than normal, and I've got this kick-ass super upgraded trip mine, which, you know, should make mincemeat of people. But that's the reality of it. New players will have to grind out, open up the cards, be able to equip their first one, then their second, then their third, and it takes time. Okay? To give you an idea of that, the Enforcer, mine is at level 5, as you can see, so I've been able to equip 2 star cards, but this is unlocked at level 10. Now, to get him to level 10, what do I need to do? Well, he's at level 5. I need to open this, and I need to open this, which would be cheap. That gets him to level 7. I need to upgrade this, and that would get me to level 8, and then I need to upgrade the other 2. It's going to cost a ridiculous amount of crafting parts to get him up so that I can open that 3rd slot. But obviously at that 3rd slot he becomes a lot more powerful. Now, I use the Enforcer a little bit simply because they're pretty cheap to call in battle points wise. I haven't used the aerial one at all, and as you can see on this guy, he's level 4 and I only have the 1st star card slot open. Yeah, because 1, 2, 3, 4. If I were to open this up, then I would be able to equip another perk. In fact, I'll show you guys what we can do here. We'll do it for you just because I want to show you. So there we go. Now, he is now up to level 5. Again, it should show you beside it there. Survivalist, health regenerates faster. It would be handy if it told you what level he's actually is. But it says there, unlock star card slot 2. So now I've got a 2nd slot and I can equip something in my slot 2. And as you can see, some of these perks are okay. I like Survivalist simply because it gets your health back quickly. I'm never going to get to level 10 with the aerial card. 1, because I don't use the jetpack guys that often. And 2, because there's a whole lot more stuff that I want to use out there. As you can see as well on this, okay, the boost cards. This battle hardened one, it's an increased health. Now, what bugs me about this is the way the jumps are done. The first step is 5%, the second is 10%, the third is 13%, and the fourth is 20%. So jumping from green to blue, you get a difference of only 3%. Why is that? Why do they make it difficult? Why doesn't it ramp up more? Why doesn't that go 5, 10, 15, 20, or 5, 10, 17, 25, something like that? It's an annoyance where you see on some of them, it's much more linear. This one here is very linear. Recharge reduction in seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4. Very, very simple. So each time you level up, you get a boost, and you get a good boost, and it's constant along the way. It's linear. But on this one, no. That jump from green to blue just kind of sticks it to you, I think, and that really winds me up. Now, the other thing is you're going to have the same thing then for all of your heroes. Okay, you can see Boba Fett here is level 3 for me, so he's only got 1 card equipped, which is this one. The concussion rockets will concuss enemies for longer period. Again, that's a linear progression. Half a second, 1 second, 1.5, and 2 seconds. I got these from crates because I haven't upgraded Boba Fett at all. But again, to equip another star card for him is going to cost a bunch of crafting parts, and it's going to be a slow process. I have been lucky, as I said, with some of them. So Bosk I don't have, okay. Chewbacca I opened up. I actually had to pay for him, and he cost, I think it was 10,000 credits. I haven't opened Vader yet because each time I get cash, I tend to buy crates because that's the type of person I am, and that's the way the system is designed. But even though he's level 6 and I can put 2 star card slots equipped on him, I can't use him because he's locked. Kylo Ren is level 10. As you can see, I got some good drops for him. I got 2 purple drops, so he's badass. And because of that, if I have the points and I have the ability to use him, I will. Versio, she's quiet enough. That's only 5,000. Luke is 15,000. Vader's 15,000. So to open those up, I need 45,000 to finish opening up those characters. 45,000. Now with that, I could buy 11 crates, get a bunch of stuff, which would be nice. But the reality is, I would never open up those cards. Yeah, it's going to be very, very difficult to build up the credits, and people will find it hard. Now, at the start, if you really, really want a particular character, then go for it. I opened up the Emperor. Why? Because I think electricity is fun and zapping people is fun. Now, I haven't got worked out how to use him properly yet. He's still only level 1, so I can't equip any cards on him. But he's quite handy, and I opened up Chewbacca as well. I will open up the others later. But as I said, right now I'm in no major rush to do them. Lando, I've got him up to level 5, so he can have 2 star cards equipped, and that's great. But as you can see, credits wise, and how the game is designed with the progression system, it's going to take a long time to get these people up to level. Now the other thing is, remember, if you go into a battle and you have enough battle points and you say, okay great, I want to be Boba Fett as soon as I get those points, you go in then to select Boba Fett, it's like, no, somebody else already has them. And if they're good, they'll stay alive for a long time, which means you can't use him. Now your Boba Fett might be level 10, have 3 star cards equipped and be super powerful, but you can't bring him into the battle. So you'll have to bring in somebody else. And you decide, okay, I'll bring in Bosk. You're not getting the same value out of that at all. Or one of the other heroes, yeah, which is a pain in the ass. Now, the same goes for the ships. As you can see, again, I got some lucky drops on this. And it appears that the Kylo Ren stuff was part of the pre-order, because you can see I got his ship, a purple card there on that, and I got 2 purple cards on Kylo himself, with 2 of his force powers. So I did really well out of those pre-orders. Ships, I've got some of the drops along the way, and again, it's the same thing with ships, okay? If I want to use Darth Vader's TIE Fighter, then the reality is I've only got one thing here. I can only use one, and that's just an increase in the enemy lock-on time, simply because it just makes it harder for them to shoot me down with missiles, which tends to happen a lot. This means your turn rate is increased. It's a tiny amount. But again, as you can see, okay, there's a nicer progression system, 2.5 to 5 to 10 to 20. That's a much better system, I think, and it would work better in reality. But again, to upgrade these cards is going to cost a massive amount. Now, to be honest with you, I'm not averse to paying money for things in a game when I get good value for the game. If a game costs me $70 or $80, and I'm thinking, okay, I'm playing this game a lot, I'm going to get 100 hours out of this or more, then I don't mind paying a little bit more. I don't mind putting some money into it, but I think that this progression system is designed solely to part you with your cash to speed up how quickly you can level up your guys. And not only that, were you to spend enough money to be able to level them all up, 1, it would be by complete luck, and 2, it would cost an absolute fortune. And I mean a fortune. Now, one of the things you can do, guys, early on is they have these new Last Jedi challenges that are in here. So as you can see with this, I've got 124 out of 200, but there's 35 days left on that, and I have no idea what the reward is, okay? This is the light side versus the dark side to see who'll win. I chose the light side just simply because it was there. I just chose it, okay? This is an arcade challenge that I can get done in the next 13 hours, and it'll give me 500 credits, and 500 credits is going to add up, okay? That's really handy. So if you're looking to open up your characters early on, then come into the challenges and check them, okay? As you can see in the campaign, you've got credits, right? So if you zip through the campaign, you'll get a bunch of credits, yeah? And you will get some crates and stuff. If you pick up all of the hidden items, you will also get crafting parts, which is very handy. I haven't done that yet. I am going to do it at some stage soon, and my understanding is you can do the missions even on the easiest level, and you will pick those up, and if you get them, you get all your crafting parts. Again, quite handy. It'll help you to level up your character, so you want to get that done early on. Okay, arcade challenges also have some good things in there. So you can zip through these pretty quickly. Now that's cosmetic crate, and that's cosmetic, but you're nonsense. Who cares? 2,500 enemies in arcade is 1,000 credits, a lot of credits, and defeating 1,000 enemies is 500 credits. Good news is you can set up a custom game, which I did before, with 500 enemies in it on arcade, and you can go in and you can just beat those out. Now, it's 500 credits. It'll take you maybe 20 or 30 minutes to beat them all up, I think. But the other thing is you will get other challenges completed along the way. Here's 500 enemies, so that's 250 credits, right? And you're halfway to this one. That's great. And then, as you can see, headshots. You get your crystals. I've only got 145. There are different challenges in here that will help you get up to level and get more parts and get more credits, okay? So as you can see on this, defeat 1,000 enemies as a light side hero in arcade. When I had that set up, I brought in Yoda, and I was able to bring in some other heroes, I think, and there you go, there's 1,000 enemies smashed, yeah? See, there's a Luke challenge, right? That's Luke specific. Light side hero, lightsaber attacks as a dark side hero. So again, if you bring in those heroes, you will be able to pick up those pretty quickly. You bring in Darth Maul, okay? And there you go. You're going to contribute towards this dark side hero, towards this, dark maul spin attacks towards this, 500 enemies with lightsaber attacks as a dark side hero. So again, these are a very handy way to get credits. Yeah. Multiplayer. This is huge. Okay, you get the choker emote. Brilliant. 500 crystals. Now 500 crystals will buy you 2 or 3 crates. Okay, it's handy. It's not brilliant, but it is very tough to get all of these, right? Defeat 5 enemies. There's a quick 1,000 credits. That's just at the start, okay? So in the beginning, they will give you a few credits, and if you want to open up your top heroes, it's a smart thing to do it, to just beast through it, open them up as you want. There you go, 25 enemies, 100 crafting parts. It's a nice start. 500 enemies, 2,500 credits. Okay, it's going to take a while. 250, 250 credits. 100 enemies, 500 credits. Isn't that funny? You actually get double the credits for defeating 100 enemies than you do for defeating 250. Anyway, they will all add up, right? And playing any of this stuff simply at the start will make it easy to build up credits. Play one match. One match of Starfighter Assault, 500 credits. Match of Galactic Assault, 500 credits. Blast, 250. And Strike, 250. So that's an easy way to get 1,500 credits. Play a match of Heroes and Villains. I haven't even tried it, but there you go. Boom. Play one match of that and you knock out 500 credits. So it's easy enough at the beginning to get some of these things done, yeah? Capture an objective on a multiplayer map. Again, one game of Galactic Assault should be pretty simple. Starfighter classes for 10 minutes. If you're into Starfighter, the Starfighter side of things, that's easy enough. You play as the Interceptor, the Fighter, or the Bomber, 10 minutes each, and you get some crystals. Now, you're going to need a bunch of crystals to be able to open it up, but again, it's a simple thing. Play as any hero for 10 minutes. Now, that doesn't mean as a hero for a total of 10 minutes. It means any hero. You can play them for 30, 45 seconds a time, and, well, that'll be frustrating. You will get them, okay? The Disruptor, as you saw, I've opened that up. I haven't used it much yet. I will use it. The reason I'm not using it at the moment is it replaces the turret, and I find the turret very powerful. 500 enemies as any hero on a multiplayer map. You see, I've defeated 34. It's going to take a while because you're going to need battle points. You're going to need to be able to bring in your heroes, and that's going to add up. But again, it's one of those that over time you'll eventually crush it, right? Again, I haven't played much in the Starfighter things. There we go. I've beaten 18 enemy Starfighters, and I've won 2 out of 5 as the attacker. Now again, if you're playing a bunch of those, you're going to get the attacker one and the defender one over a period of time. Okay, hopefully when you win, and the reality is that'll give you 2,000 credits. Objectives, again, you can come in, you can destroy turrets, you can do other things, destroy ships, and you'll pick up your credits. This is a simple way to pick up credits. Okay, so really check out what they are and what the challenges are when you come in here, because if you do that, you can build up your credits very quick and open up what you need. I got a kill streak with a light side hero ship. Yay, go me. But I haven't managed it on a dark side hero ship yet. Again, you will also get the same things with your troopers. So here you go. Play as an assault trooper for 10 minutes. One game of Galactic Assault, boom, credits. Yeah, defeat 25 enemies. Well, again, that should be pretty quick. That's crafting parts. Assault trooper for 150 minutes. Going to take a time. Veteran assault, great, brilliant. 5,000 assist score with the scan dart. Pretty easy. And you should get an upgrade for your scan dart. Defeat 3 enemies with 1 Vanguard usage 5 times. I hardly ever use Vanguard. I don't know why. I should be using it more. I found a few times I'll get like 2 kills and then get killed before I get the 3rd one. But I will be using it more in future, so I can get that thermal detonator. 50 guys with grenades, and you'll get your thermal detonator crate. Again, these things will give you bumps. There you go, 50 enemies as the assault class. So within a few games, you should be up to 50 enemies, and you'll get a new gun, and you'll get your 200 credits. Right now, that's going to be 200 enemies. It's going to take a while, but there are ones for each different class here, and each different trooper type. Okay, and there are lots of them. They'll help you open up new weapons, but also attachments for the weapons. And you can see my specialist. I've been using the specialist the least. I'll get a new gun plus 200 credits if I kill 1 more guy as the specialist. Woo! Go me. So those are the basics, and I will let you guys go through that at your leisure. The heroes one is going to be tougher, simply because you're going to have to get, called in the hero, get the battle points, be able to call them in if nobody else has called them in, and be able to use their abilities. But again, they'll come up over time and go towards crates or whatever you want. There, shoot at 50 targets with Lando's sharp shot ability. I've never even been Lando, so that's where we're at this stage, yeah. and is disabled to stun 30 enemies. Well, that's great. You'll pick those up over time. The other thing is, as you can see here on the Starfighters one, that you will pick these up if you're playing Starfighter Assault. You will just pick those up over time, okay? It's going to take a while, but again, they will all add up and they'll give you a few bits and pieces. Now, if you're smart, you could just leave all those and not claim everything and then wait and claim a bunch of them at one time and possibly have enough to open a hero. I can't do that. I see a little tick on my screen and I go, oh, I got something that I need to open here, and I just decide I'm going to go and open it. So I go and buy myself a crate, and then I get upset because I still don't have Darth Vader available or Luke, and that annoys me. Anyway, guys, the progression system isn't good in Star Wars. It is what it is at the moment. Now, if they do change it, and I'm hoping that they will, it'll be interesting to see how they change it for people who have put in a lot of time and effort already, because if they change it tomorrow and make it much easier to open up or upgrade your star cards, then the reality is new players would be able to just beast through it, pick up all of those challenges, get money for it, and fly through it. Whereas I've put in an awful lot of time, effort and energy so far, so I don't know if they would give you credits, give you crystals, give you crafting parts, give you a combination of all three, or give you free star cards or crates. We don't know. Anyway, we shall wait and see. I hope you guys are enjoying the game as much as I am. I'm really, really loving it so far. It is great, great fun, particularly when you're with your friends. So definitely get this game, and may the Force be with you. Anybody that's going to watch the movie, The Last Jedi, in the next couple of days, enjoy it. I just managed to get my ticket. I'm going to be going to the 5 past midnight show on opening day, and I'm really, really excited. Thanks for watching, guys. Enjoy, subscribe, and like if you like this. Thanks.